course, you all know what that is. Here Comes the Sun. And as it's the anniversary of my site, a year ago I started this. I've put up, in a year, I've put up 187 videos, including this one, which is good. Top 3, Hotel California with 42,000 views, not bad. Never Going Back Again with 14,000. And Mark Bolan T-Rex with 14,000. It's okay for the first year, isn't it? There we go, it's a bit of fun. It's all free, you know. So anyway, I thought I'd do something special for the, you know, the 1 year anniversary. So I've decided to do Here Comes the Sun. And I've done it in my, there's loads of videos for this, but not like mine. Because mine is going to show you how to play it perfectly. Because I'm going to do it like this, in my own Fennah way. Okay, so here's your 12 frets here. This is your capo at the 7th fret. This is where your fingers are going to go. You'll all know this, most of you, but anyone new to the channel, this is for your benefit. Okay, make sure you use the right fingers. Down here, these are your string numbers, 1 to 6. Now, as you can see, we've got some of these things in brackets, so 4, 3, 2, and 1. You'll play all those together, you know, with your plecers. We'll get to it, you'll see. And I've put the indication in which I want your plec to travel. Now, this is important, this. And forgive me for waffling on a bit at the beginning of the vid, but if I don't waffle a bit, you'll balls it up and it'll sound shit. All right, so go with me for a few minutes. All right, so important that you follow the plec direction, and I've put the count underneath as well, so you can give you an idea where you're up to in the bar. Now we're going to do the intro, which is enough to get you going, and I'm going to do the rest of it. Of course I am. But if you get the intro, then that forms 90% of the verse. And everything else follows, you know, along the same lines. So once we've got our head around this, we're off, okay? So let's begin with a D. Now, of course, it's called an A, because why is that? Why are you doing a D, calling it's an A? Because D, up here is in A. So if you get a book and you see Here Comes the Sun, and they'll say, and it might show it in the key of A, which it is, but we're using a D shape. So I'm going to refer to it as a D shape, okay? So for anyone out there that fancies saying it's an A, it's a D in this tutorial. All right, so let's begin. Look at the bottom of the page. You'll see 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you'll notice that it says counting above the 1 and. We're not going to play on those beats. We're going to do this. 1 and 2 and. Okay, because that's where it comes in. If you start counting on the 1, the whole thing will be out. So 1 and 2 and. Okay, so let's look straight on what's happening on the 2 and. You'll see you've got your D shape. I'm playing 4, 3, 2 and 1. Those numbers are in a bracket. So I'm going to play 4, 3, 2 and 1 together, like this. Then the 2 is on its own. So I'm going to play that on its own. I go to the 3 and you'll see it's got the number 1, but an arrow with the word off next to it. So on string 1, I'm going to take that finger off. And then it says 1 again, but it says on this time, so I'm going to put it on. So we've got. Then the final shape on this page, it's got a 3 and then a 2, and the arrow's pointing down and up. So this first page is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Yay, coming together. All right, page 1 done. Still on the D shape. Still on the D shape. Look at your count at the bottom. Okay, so we've got here 4, 3 with down arrows. 2 1s again with 2 ups, so we're going to play these up. 1 is on, and then the second one is off. So 1 and 2 and. Then we've got a 4 with a down arrow, then a 2 with an up arrow, and then a 5 with a down arrow. Put that together. Put the 2 lots together, we've got this. Okay, now on that last 5, I tend to bring my fingers off to be moving to the next shape. Another thing as well, between strings 4 and 2, you've got a 3rd string. So when I'm referring to single notes like the 4 and the 2, you're going to catch the 3rd string in between the 2 strings. That's perfectly acceptable. That's all part of the sound. I'll go over that in a bit more detail in a minute. All right. Okay. So we're on page 3. Quick recap. Okay. Now we're on G. Now just put these 2 fingers here for the G for now. All right. Your little finger's going to be dropping onto the 2nd string of the 3rd fret. Now you're going to start this with an upstroke. It's very important. The next couple of pages, watch the right hand. So you can see the arrow is coming up and then down. Up on string 2, down on string 6. And again, emphasize the 2 and the 6, but you're quite, at liberty to play the strings in between. Highlight the ones that are on the paper, but catch the ones in between. That's normal, all right? So bear that in mind throughout the whole song and it'll sound exactly like the record. So for now, up on the 2, down on the 6. Little finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, up on the 2, down on the 6. Take that little finger off, up on the 1, down on the 6. Put it back on the 2nd string at the 3rd fret, up on the 2, down on the 6. And then take your little finger off and come off. And again on that last beat, that last half beat, the and, I would instinctively bring all my fingers off, ready to get to the next shape. So I'll play this page 3 again on the G. From the top then. Sorry. Sounding good? A7th. Nice easy little shape. Okay, you'll notice again our plex still running down and up and down and up. So we've got 4, 3, 5, 4, 3 and 2 together with a downstroke on beat 1. On the and, it says 2 open. So take this finger off and make the string open. Then put it back on again. So it's... Then your little finger drops onto the 2nd string at the 3rd fret. It says next to it, add 4th. This is the 4th string. It's all on the paper, by the way. You'll get this easy if you're following me. So, but let me go from the back, from the top of that A7th. So 1 and 2 and, then a 5. Take your little finger off, and for the and 4 and, you catch it 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Try not to hit the 6, and the way to do that is to just let your thumb just come over the top and dampen it off. So A7th again, from the top. Okay, page 5, almost a direct repeat of page 1. But you'll notice instead of a count on the 1 and, we've got 2 notes. I like to add these. Okay, so we're on our D again, and we're going to play strings on the 1 and. We've got 2 downstrokes, 1 and 2 and, a down and an up and a down on the 1st and 2nd string. Okay, lift the 2nd finger off, upstroke. 2nd finger on, upstroke. Down on the 3, up on the 2. Let me play that for you again. I'll just mention the string numbers. 4, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2. So the only thing you're doing throughout the whole bit is putting that finger off and then on. See the way the hand, I'm controlling the hand. I'm not allowing it to move all over the place. What happens after that? Again, I think it probably is identical. Page 2. Back still on D. I'll just refer to the string numbers. 4, 3, 1 with it on, 1 with it off. And remember the pleck, please. It's important. Down, down, up, down on the 4, up on the 2. keep this finger off. Down on the 5 again. And again, that's the time when, as I'm hitting that 5, I would be fingers off, ready to go back to my next shape, which again is G. Same sort of thing, up on the 2nd string, down on the 6th. This time you've got to get this finger into the, it's a bit of a squeeze this, bring it round and put it into the 2nd fret from the capo. Up on the 1, down on the 6. I'll do that again so you can see from this angle. Up on the 2, down on the 6. Up on the 1, down on the 6. Take this finger off, first finger off, up on the 1, down on the 6. Put your little finger now, 4th finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, up on the 2, down on the... I've made a mistake. I've said up on the 2, down on the 4. Stupid mistake, it should be up on the 2, down on the 6th. I was thinking of something else. What happens after that? We're at the end of the intro. I'll play that G again. Now all you're going to do on the final page, which is page 8, is come up on the half beat on the and say this in your head. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then you'd start the song. So this is what we have. So we go into the verse, which is almost identical to the say. I said we went into the verse. We don't. We go into the chorus. That's the chorus, that bit. Now, again, let me just draw your attention to that thing that I said. Where is it? Here. On page 7. Just let's get this right, because don't be shouting at me. You see the last one here. Everything is up on the 1, down on the 6. This is up on the. This is up on the 2 and down on the 4. That is wrong. It's wrong. I hate it. It's wrong. I'm going to move it now. Talk amongst yourselves. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. There it is. When I put the rest of the track up, by the way, the rest of the paperwork, that will be fixed. So I've just fixed it now. All right. So please bear that one in mind. So look, you've done the whole of the intro. If I were to tell you that you've actually learned about 2/3 of the song by knowing that, you won't believe me, but you have. And when I come to show you the rest of it, then you'll say, yeah, you know, he looks stupid, but he's not as daft as he looks, you know. So listen, before I go, thank you very much for supporting me for the last 12 months. It's kept me amused. I've enjoyed it. I've got a big show coming up soon, because I produce theatre shows, as I think I've told you before. So it's going to get a bit busy, so I won't be doing as many this year. But everything I have done is free, so spread everything around. All the paperwork is mine, so you share it with whoever you want. And remind them that it's not going to cost them anything. It's just, we're all musicians, aren't we? We should share everything, all right? So enjoy it, and as soon as I get around to it, well, as soon as I start seeing numbers clicking up, it'll inspire me to get the next part up. But until then, you look after yourselves, and thank you very much for supporting me for this first year. Take care. Bye-bye.